Hello everybody, welcome back to another food review. I'm BigLT.
Now I'm SFParker.
And we are doing Cheez-It Extra Crunchy Margherita Pizza flavor.
Pizza! I like pizza a lot.
Smells like an Italian pizza.
It smells plain. It smells like it doesn't have enough sauce. Oh, that's a big handful. Okay.
Sorry. I guess you can see a little bit of the, but I think it's like oregano or something on there. It's a
basil?
Basil or something they put on pizza. Tastes like an authentic Italian cheese pizza.
Yep.
I can taste the tomato in there too.
Mm-hmm. The flavors are really strong. That was a lot of crunch. Oh my gosh. I crunched really loud there.
Ingredients: enriched flour, and I'm just going to skip a lot of the parentheses stuff. Vitamin B2, rice flour, soybean oil, dry potato, modified cornstarch, white cheddar cheese. Contains 2% or less of salt, oat fiber, sugar, tomato powder, maltodextrin, mozzarella cheese, monosodium glutamate, lactic acid, onion powder, garlic powder, spices, cream, citric acid, soy lecithin, I can never say that word, non-fat milk, paprika extract color, disodium. Remember I told you I can read most words, but not all.
You want me to try?
Give me a moment. I'll let you. Similar to what you did to me on the other one.
Yeah.
Disodium. Screw that word too. Olive oil, natural flavor, turmeric extract color, and annatto extract color. I don't know if that's annatto or something else. The two are near the bottom. Good luck.
Okay.
It's a disodium. There's two of them.
Okay, disodium inosinate.
Okay.
Disodium guanylate.
Okay. Those are the only two.
And annatto.
Oh yeah, I guess there's that one too. Annatto.
Yeah, they're very weird words.
Welcome to America, where we put these stuff in our food because we're trying to keep it shelf stable, unlike the rest of the world.
Yeah, except also welcome to America, where of all the 50 states, all of us are big enough to essentially be a country, and we have to get from one side to the other without the food expiring, so we need shelf stability.
Exactly, yes.
Like, you don't need shelf stability the way we need it here. It takes, what, 2 hours to travel from factory to store shelf in, like, the UK? Whereas it takes, like, 2 hours to get from one city to the next in Texas.
Pretty much. And if you live in
And that's nowhere near Minnesota, so...
That's on the other side, to the south.
Exactly.
That's on the other. We live basically we're right next to Canada. Texas is down by Mexico. We have to go clear across the Midwest.
It's easily a 10+ hour drive.
No, not even 10. It's more like 2 days.
Oh, is it? It's longer than I thought.
I've actually drove from here to Memphis and
I assumed a straight shot would be slightly shorter than some of the things I've heard, but no. 2 days does sound about right, because you also have to sleep. Driving for 10 hours in a row would be terrible.
10 hours is actually less than a day, so.
That's fair.
But
You know
but
what?
yeah,
I am
but stopping for a bathroom break or something, to eat, I can understand that.
I've actually, I've traveled to the Dells before.
Wisconsin Dells?
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
That was from where we live to there a 5-hour drive. Now, that was just going from living almost already on the border of our state, next to the state, Wisconsin, so practically on the border of Minnesota, to not even into the center of Wisconsin. 5 hours. That is how big everything is. That would have taken us to Germany if we were in the UK. We would have passed through France. I'm kidding, I don't think it's that small, but it is significant.
But anyway, the only reason why I know it takes about 2 days to get from here to Texas is because I traveled to, I think it was Memphis, Tennessee, to go to Graceland and Elvis Presley's home with my grandma and my aunt.
Oh.
This was during the summer. I think it was like July or August at the time. I have a picture of me, my grandma, and my aunt with in front of a mural of Elvis Presley's home.
Nice.
Yes, it is on my Facebook. And I was a little kid. I was shorter than my grandma at that time, you believe it or not. By that point,
Oh
and I was
it's hard to imagine you being shorter than anybody.
And
you
I was
were very tall.
Yes, 6'1", and I was like 8th grade at the time. This was summer though, so I think I was starting 8th grade at the time. But yeah, not to mention my grandma could get around a lot easier too at that time. Not like right now, but
Yeah.
no, it took us 2 days to get from here to Memphis. And then we went, and then when we got done in Memphis, we went into, I think it was like Mississippi and Alabama, back into Tennessee to Nashville.
You make traveling to all those locations sound easy, but you must have been on the road constantly for hours on end.
Oh yeah. And when we got done in Nashville, we went into Kentucky, into Illinois, into Wisconsin, and back into Minnesota.
Dear God.
And we started in Minnesota.
You just did a big circle.
Yeah, we went into Minnesota.
Didn't even do a straight line.
We went from Minnesota into Iowa, into Missouri. I think it's Missouri's down south. And then
yes, it is.
And then I don't remember what's between Missouri and Oklahoma. Arkansas, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not Arkansas.
Pretty sure it's Kansas.
No, Kansas is next to.
Sorry, not Kansas. What is it that I'm thinking?
It's Arkansas.
It's not Arkansas. Hold on.
It's not Oklahoma.
This is the U.S. education at its finest. We don't know the location of our own freaking states.
I don't think it's Oklahoma because
it's not Oklahoma.
It would be that bedpan or that panhandle part of it.
At least it's super easy to pull up the map. I literally have to type in 5.
Whatever it is, it's between Oklahoma and Missouri. I'm trying to remember that.
Clear up.
I'm trying to remember that.
Okay, it goes. Oh, screw you.
Is it Arkansas?
See, no, I'm not entirely wrong. This is why I thought Kansas. So it goes Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri. Kansas is next to Missouri.
Yeah.
Below Missouri is Arkansas.
I was right.
Below Kansas and next to Arkansas is Oklahoma and then Texas.
Yep. So yeah, we went into Arkansas and then into Tennessee to cross the Mississippi and all that.
What? You went Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee?
Yeah.
You know, technically you don't need to go through Arkansas to get to Tennessee.
Really?
Because there's a little part of Missouri that comes down. It's a little...
No, we had to go through Arkansas to get to Memphis because it's right over here.
No. I'm just saying that in general, if you wanted to
my
traveling through
my
Arkansas,
grandma
you could.
my grandma was driving, so she went into Arkansas and
Yeah,
Tennessee.
it's obviously easier, but I do think it's funny that there's technically a way that you could drive through Missouri, into Arkansas, back into Missouri again, and then back into Arkansas again because of the way that little hook is shaped at the bottom.
Right.
That's funny.
You want some more?
Maybe.
Maybe she says that she drives for a chip anyway.
I want to re-taste it.
Okay. Because you want to re-evaluate your rating, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Should be told I've taken 2 road trips with my grandma.
I don't see why you didn't just go Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, through Kentucky into Tennessee. That seems like a straighter shot.
I don't know. She was driving at the time.
There must be like a specific highway road that goes... Because you know how some of the roads in the United States, they're like giant arteries.
Yeah, I know.
Because they connect so many of the states together. There must be a specific one going from north to south that is more convenient.
Yeah. Because when we went through Illinois, we were going straight towards La Crosse at the time, to Wisconsin.
Yeah, that makes sense. La Crosse is right on the border and on the Mississippi, so...
Yeah. I know exactly where we're going.
I know.
The other road trip we took was to Sturgis. And then we went to Devil's Tower.
I always forget that Wisconsin is slightly lower down and shares part of its border with Iowa. I always forget that. Always.
But anyway,
I always think Minnesota and Wisconsin are just little border buddies.
anyway, you want to give your rating?
4. So, indeed, the flavor is awesome, but it's got one of the things I hate, and that's when the aftertaste tastes like dry, unseasoned potato. I hate that. So, it's really good on first bite, and after that, it just is sad.
Okay. Me, I'm gonna give it a 6. I like it. I like it slightly better. Good. Taste-wise, could be a little bit more stronger. I think, personally.
See, I thought the spices were great, but only at the beginning. If the spices held through, would you rate it differently?
Yes.
Yeah, same. That's the big issue. Spices do not carry through.
I think if I can taste it a little stronger to actually get that real.
I was gonna say it is a little bit more subtle. Like the spices are there, and you feel for a moment like it should be really powerful in your mouth, but then it's just like quiet. It's like a deflating balloon. You think it's gonna be louder than it actually is. I had a different kind of joke, and that just did not come out the way I thought it would. Never mind. Just ignore that.
All right, we'll just wrap it up.
It doesn't make any sense.
We'll just wrap it up from there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this food review. I've been BigLT.
I've been SFParker.
We'll see you guys next time for another food review. You have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.